We got this wild story coming out of Japan where apparently a couple armed robbers stole $68,000 in Pokemon cards. And I know this is serious because it's an armed robbery. After all, someone could have gotten hurt, but still, stealing a bunch of money in Pokemon cards in Japan, it is kind of silly and kind of funny. But let's look at this article. This is coming from Dexerto. Blade-wielding robbers steal $68,000 in Pokemon cards after tying victims to chairs. So not only is it theft, but it's also, I guess this would be a form of kidnapping. A couple of blade-wielding robbers are accused of stealing $68,000 in Pokemon and other trading cards from an office in Osaka, Japan. So this isn't like a store. This is an office. I'm not sure what they do at this office. Apparently they have a huge supply of trading cards. Maybe it's a place that produces them. I don't know. Pokemon card related crime have often become widespread in recent years, with thieves snatching millions of dollars worth of collectibles and a number of high profile heists. And I'll get more on that in a little bit, but it is kind of ridiculous how this is becoming a thing now, stealing trading cards and other collectibles like this because of their monetary value. The most recent story comes from the land of the rising sun, where a duo of robbers reportedly broke into an Osaka company that specialized in selling trading cards. Okay, so that's where it is. They sell these things, so that's why they knew to go there. It wasn't just like some random Japanese like corporate office or whatever that happened to have a huge supply of Pokemon. It's like the Nakatomi Plaza on Die Hard. Instead of the thieves stealing a bunch of bearer bonds, the company keeps like a vault of Pokemon cards as some sort of like, I don't know, way of maintaining their assets or something like that. Which would just be a hilarious sight if they remade Die Hard nowadays, set in Japan, and they're trying to break into the vault to steal Pokemon cards and some rare Charizards or something like that. According to Sora News, on September 9th at 3:30 a.m., two masked thieves entered the building after two workers had finished a live stream at the company and threatened the employees with bladed instruments. I hope these, I don't know if they can get them in Japan, but I just hope they're like wall hanger katanas. That'd just be the best thing ever if it was a couple like mall ninjas decided to steal Pokemon cards with their wall hanger katanas. Although the thieves didn't know which cards were the most expensive, they allegedly tied the employees to their chairs and asked, "Which ones are the expensive ones, huh?" in a Kansai accent. I don't know why they told them where the expensive ones were. If the thieves didn't know which ones were the valuable ones, then they should have just pointed them to the cheap ones. But I don't know. I mean, they're afraid, so I guess I understand why they told the truth in that matter. Or maybe the $68,000 worth of cards are the cheap ones, and they just happened to spare some of the more expensive ones, which could have been a lot, which could have been a lot more. It would have been like they have millions of dollars worth of cards, but they only stole $68,000 or something. I don't know, but I'm assuming they actually told them the truth in this situation. The workers then directed the criminals to the 100 cards that had a value of approximately 10 million yen, the equivalent of a whopping $68,000. Okay, so it looks like they did show them the expensive ones. Despite telling the robbers which cards to take, the employees remained tied up with duct tape over their mouths for 2 hours before eventually breaking free and contacting the authorities. I mean, 2 hours if they were trying to get out that time. I mean, I guess they were tied up fairly well. The victims say the thieves dressed in black and wore masks and sunglasses to hide their identities. The suspects remain unknown and are still at large. Police were also told that the men stole 2 smartphones and cash from the office. They stole a bunch of cards and also some cash and smartphones. That makes sense, I suppose. This is hardly the first Pokemon card robbery, and it's likely won't be the last. Earlier in 2024, thieves were caught on camera stealing 35,000 Pokemon cards. Additionally, a collector in Belgium was moved to tears when his $200,000 collection was stolen in a heist where the suspects made use of the Wi-Fi jammers and the Wi-Fi jammers and stuff. So we're getting some pretty technologically advanced thieves right here just to steal these big Pokemon card heists. And like I was saying, kind of at the start, there was some other high-profile ones, and this reminds me of one that I saw earlier, never talked about a couple months ago. This is from back published in July. This article right here from GameRant. Over $1 million worth of Pokemon cards allegedly stolen. A business owner has revealed that their warehouse saw over $1 million worth of Pokemon TCG cards stolen in 2 brazen heists. So this isn't just one situation either. The thieves stole a bunch of cards. They're like, yeah, it was a good haul. Let's go back to the exact same spot and steal some more. You'd think they'd get it all the first time, or maybe they stole it, wait for them to get another shipment and then stole another one. But okay, I mean, it is what it is. The loss is monumental for the business and highlights the continuing problem in the Pokemon TCG community. Yes, because of all those thieves stealing Pokemon cards. And I'm kind of wondering for businesses that maintain these, what the insurance is like for these, or what the insurance claims. It's like the insurance is doing their appraisal for the business. Like, oh, wait, you got Pokemon cards. Oh, now your premiums are going to go way up because those are a hot item right now amongst thieves. And yes, I'm laughing about this because it is just kind of goofy, because when I'm hearing about these high value Pokemon card thefts, I'm just imagining that it escalates to a scene from Heat where you have like the thieves running down the road in a shootout with the police carrying huge duffel bags of Pokemon cards. It's kind of a ridiculous concept, but at the same time, this also really makes sense when you think about it, because thieves are just going to get whatever is valuable to them. They don't really care what it is. Usually that means money, but it doesn't have to be money. They found out apparently that Pokemon cards are something that's valuable, relatively unguarded, and easy to sell off and get rid of. So it looks like that's kind of what they're doing with this one. And I think we're going to see more of stuff like this until these places that hold large quantities of these are going to stop being soft targets, which could just mean have a security guard. Because if you're going to do something like that, then I don't think they're going to go all out and have this big shootout when it comes to Pokemon cards or anything like that. Or maybe we will see something like that in the future, but I think that pretty much is the only way to actually avoid these type of thefts right now, is just to improve security at a lot of these places that'll keep something that's valuable, including if it seems as, I don't know, benign as Pokemon cards. But let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Do you think there's a way to avoid these sort of things? Or do you think it's just going to happen so long as thieves want to get access to it? Comment below. And if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with the latest entertainment news. And if you can, click that like button and share the video out there because it helps out with the channel. Thank you.